A man who was once the greatest hero in the MCU is back, but something's different. Robert Downey Jr. has returned to Marvel, except he's not your hero anymore. And the one question keeping the entire Marvel fandom up at night, is Doctor Doom actually Tony Stark? Today we're breaking this theory wide open, with real evidence and details most people missed. July 2024, San Diego Comic-Con. Kevin Feige walks on stage, and then it happens. Robert Downey Jr. appears and Marvel confirms he's returning. Not as Iron Man, but as the villain Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. The crowd goes insane, and so does the internet. Feige said it best. He played the most iconic hero. Let's have him play the most iconic villain. Iron Man died at the end of Avengers Endgame in 2019, more than a decade after the first Iron Man kickstarted the entire MCU. That death was sacred. So when Marvel brought back the same face on the wrong side of the line, people had one question: coincidence? Or is Marvel telling us something deeper? The biggest theory right now: Doctor Doom isn't just a villain played by Downey. He's actually a variant of Tony Stark from another universe. The MCU has spent years teaching audiences that variants aren't just alternate costumes, they're alternate outcomes. A Tony who made different choices, who suffered different losses, who became something unrecognizable. In the comics, there actually is a Tony Stark variant from another reality who became Doctor Doom. Marvel has done this on the page before. The most compelling version goes like this. Doom discovered something that brought him to Earth 616, our MCU timeline. There, he found his variant was not only dead, but had died a hero. That realization drove him into a rage. A version of Tony who never made the sacrifice, never had Morgan, never said, "I am Iron Man," now staring at a universe where his variant died a legend. That's not just a villain, that's a tragedy. Now, confirmed facts versus theory. Downey has explicitly stated he's playing a Doom who is a separate character from Tony Stark. At Comic-Con, he said, "New mask, same task." Sounds like a joke. Fans have been analyzing it ever since. Then there's his Instagram. On Thanksgiving, Downey posted Doctor Doom and Iron Man's hands, snapping a wishbone in half, directly implying a connection between the two. Marvel approves everything. That image was intentional. Then came CinemaCon, April 2026. Marvel showed the first real extended footage. Downey walked on stage to the Rolling Stones' "Sympathy for the Devil" and said, "I couldn't have imagined reuniting with this amazing team, let alone as a new character." New character, direct signal. But here's the twist. That same footage confirmed Doctor Doom speaks with an accent, hinting Marvel is rendering him as the monarch of Latveria, the fictional Eastern European nation from the comics. A Tony Stark variant would not have a Latvian accent. Big clue against the theory. Even if Doom is not a Stark variant, Marvel has still played this perfectly. They're repeating the Thanos trick from Infinity War, making the villain believe he's the hero. Doom's own CinemaCon dialogue. Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter. He's not destroying the multiverse. He may be trying to save it. And casting RDJ makes that hit 10 times harder. We spent a decade rooting for this face. Now that same face is telling you the Avengers are wrong, and part of you might believe him. Tony Stark's death still looms over the MCU. Reintroducing Downey as a villain instantly taps into that unresolved emotional connection. Every confrontation feels personal. That's not lazy writing, that's masterful storytelling. So, is Doctor Doom actually Tony Stark? Probably not a direct variant, but there's absolutely a connection Marvel wants you to feel. Avengers Doomsday releases December 18th, 2026, and Secret Wars follows December 17th, 2027. When Doomsday hits, every theory, every clue, every frame of that Wishbone post will finally make sense. Subscribe to Movix Guy. We're just getting started.